Hi there, welcome to Carcassonne with yze, with yet another of my games of this year's MSO Grand Prix, this time against N2xU or Nico Wellemans from Belgium. Quite good expert, international player for Belgium as well. This time I'm gonna skip over the first moves. As you could see, I opted not to take this road here, but rather try to obstruct Blue's monastery. And this now bears fruit because I can put the dagger over here, kill off Blue's monastery meeple, and also endanger the city on the left. Any Dorito or triple city type, and of course go over here. And if they can defend, I might be able to attack from the bottom or from the left. They get to defend, but will get restricted again. And now the question for blue is, do you hope for one of two pieces over here and wait with going over here, which might result then in an attack from blue from here or there, and could lead to nothing but a shared ruin or shared city? Or do you just go over here, don't care about your ruin, open a new city, or go over here, do the same? I picked the latter option because I wouldn't want a -2 meeple hole that early in this game. But blue went for the aggressive route and I weren't able to block them immediately, which is quite sad, given there were, I guess, 50% of the tiles to block them, likely even more. So we just continue our city, and blue now might just extend theirs. They could go here and create a little problem for my city while also indirectly defending the blocking square. This might actually be a nice option, because considering an extender over here would be really troublesome for my city. Couldn't really continue here because that would endanger this square. If I continue over here, or rather the Dorito to not create another attacking square, that would be one here. So you see all kinds of problems, and also protecting Blue City. I think this would be the move. Yet they take the timid route and just go for an extension of the small city, and are immediately blocked, of course. Now they continue with their road for a 6-point loop, and then maybe even taking a field, although that might be quite premature. We'll see about that. I just continue my city, threatening a completion with 1, 2, 3 tiles over here. Likely the usual big city plus 2 Doritos type. Blue has not really that many great moves available to them. They could go over here trying to harass my city, but the more direct approach, going over here with the road turned left, trying to block my city into here, maybe also connecting my city on the right to the then ruin. Yeah, it might be a nice option. And this is why they go for it. I don't want this city to be blocked, of course. So I'll very likely to go over here, which also indirectly protects this city piece here, as it restricts this square and blue can't as easily attack or restrict my city on the right, but it also creates a nice attacking square here. Still, I think this is the best move to take. So blue now could try to restrict this square here. There are 10 pieces available. If they just score 2 points over here, they'd restrict that to the remaining road Doritos, as all 3 horses are already gone, which might be a nice insurance. Would also be a good option to prevent me from rather speedily closing a city for more than 20 points. But instead they just close the road, which I don't really like actually. There are enough curves out there to do this later on, and then maybe even if yellow has closed their city, meeple the field. Yeah, rather timid move. I could of course now restrict this attacking option here, or go on the right, meeple another road, or new road rather. Else there's this option of creating a little pressure on blue city, maybe at least preventing them continuing with another extender. Oh, let's just see. Blue 3 meeples in hand. Maybe should just open another city over here, for example. Cap turned north, of course. Else there's always closing your existing one, because there is pressure, but given there are still enough city plus road caps available, I might go for the more aggressive approach and just start a new city. Because if you close your city now and then on your next move get the extender, or rather an extender, there are still 2 available, might be quite annoying. But nevertheless, they closed their city. That's a safe move, of course. With 4 meeples in hand, it's a new monastery for yellow. Blue now might opt to add another point to their already killed monastery and their city meeple, whilst also creating a blocking platform against yellow's monastery over here. There's only one left-handed dagger available, so if they could step a road into this square, it would quite be a nice restriction. But instead, I don't know, block or try to block this city, prevent it from immediate completion, of course, and then maybe go over here to attack the city on the left and also create an option to kill this square and then this meeple. I don't think this move was it, but let's see how it turns out for them. Yellow gets another nice monastery, both now sharing this square, so it's a prime attacking spot for blue, but would need some work, at least 3 tiles, and these 3 tiles would give points to yellow's monasteries. Not sure if blue even thinks about that, as it would waste a few moves, maybe better used elsewhere. So now, of course, they attack the city on the left, and create the blocking platform against the city on the right, but that's easily defended by going over here and then meepling a new city cap, of course. But as you will see, I just blundered. Taking 3 points is nice, sure, yeah, why not? But leaving the city over here for that, why the hell? If there's this option available, which is simply better. There are still 2 Doritos left, still 2 daggers left, so you'd have a chance of 56% of completion, while also a 75% chance of completing a 4-point road. So definitely the better expected value. I don't get this move. Oh man, Blue must have rejoiced. And sure enough, they get a blocking tile and even 2 points in the process. Why not? If your opponent blunders, take it. And now what to do with simple straight after digging a hole for yourself? Maybe just going for another road. There are still enough road ending pieces out there for crossroads, and in some cases the road monastery. Maybe over here might be an option to prevent further attack from blue, or going here. No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe going here to rather speedily get meeples back from your monasteries, although that would create a double attack move for blue. We'll see. What is this? So this move creates definitely more volatility, which I think might not be in my best interests, because blue could now attack here and there are still 2 cows and the quadruple city available. So 3 tiles actually to connect and then take over the city. And the counter attack over here might be problematic in this case, because it needs the same tiles here and there. But it would also give us an option to kill this square with a straight then. Maybe some sort of baiting blue into attacking and then killing 2 of blue's meeples? I don't know what I thought back then. Let's see how this turns out. So blue gets a road monastery and decides to leech off yellow's monasteries, because if yellow wants to complete theirs, they'd have to put 3 pieces next to blue's monastery, leaving only 1 to blue, which would of course be a nice synergy for blue. But given the right side of yellow's regular monastery is a bit iffy, and they'd rather not add to blue's city part, they might not even go for the completion of this monastery and rather complete the one on the left and leave the rest of the work over here for blue. So both might actually suspend any monastery completion up top. But the question is now what to do with the curve. Maybe go over here, try to create a 4-point loop. Could actually be nice. Or take the created 2 then 3-point road, trying to go for the loop over here. Still enough curves and straights, crossroads, starting tiles available. Also nice option. Or, as I said earlier, go for the completion of your monastery. And then, of course, there's this one available, restricting blue's city attack to 2 tiles, namely the road Doritos, but also killing the option of just shutting them out with the divider. Really can't remember what I did back then, so let's see. This is an okay move. You could then go for the total kill of this square and be happy with your mini battle win for 8, if you can extend, maybe even 10, 11, 12 points in the end. This might be quite nice given blue already has 2 meeples blocked. So blue with a versatile might just take 3 points. And yellow is very likely to take the city cap. Blue opens another city, creating second attacking platform on yellow's city, but in vain as they just closed their city. And now it's this situation again, similar to the one we had before. The 2 extenders are still out there, but I guess blue will close their city nevertheless. Don't going for a rather aggressive move, maybe like continuing your monastery and keeping a city cap over there to create a field which you could use later on, given it's not clear that yellow will have the meeple majority in the end due to monasteries over here. But they go the timid route and risk a little. Yellow gets one of 2 remaining road Doritos, which obviously blue needs, really needs, to complete their attack on yellow city. But to add insult to injury, yellow might just put it over here and try to kill this square completely while also preventing any worst cases, because if they'd go this route, and I think I did, this won't be closed because there's only 1 piece for 2 squares available. And the restriction over here, maybe simple city cap for example, is quite likely given there are many city plus field tiles available and only a select few city plus road tiles. So to prevent it, the block blue would need these 2, or of course the road Dorito. This is why they should try to prevent me from blocking them and keep their 50-50 hopes alive. So now that you don't have an open city, which is a shame actually, putting the extender over here and trying to limit this square, maybe with the road, might be quite a nice option. The only problem with this is yellow has counter moves available if they get the right tile, and I did this way, the one to go. And now there's only 1 piece left for blue to defend, and of course still only 1 to connect. If they get to defend, they also have to decide if they need to meeple this potentially 8-point city or not, which might add another problem to their list, and I guess they would rather live without these problems. Blue with the quadruple city, there's really only 1 move. This one creating the block over here, or rather the option for the block, while also scoring 2 points. Yellow, of course, could no YOLO it and go over here, hoping to score this 8-point city, but with an extender to cows and also Dorito available to totally block their city. And oh, if the dagger if placed over here as well, this would just be quite reckless, and reckless isn't my second name. So creating a new city somewhere rather safe, for example at the bottom or on the left, might be an option. There's also this space here, and then hoping to get a curve and then completing your city, which would be a little cumbersome. Given a restriction, might be rather easy for blue while also adding 1 point to the monastery. So I hope I picked one of the other two spots. But no, I didn't. Yeah, well, I don't really like this move. Let's see if blue does find something good to do with a nice Dorito and still 7 city caps out there. They don't. They just prevent any splitter attack here and of course kill this city to reduce volatility. Guess they still hope to get this Dorito, which would put them in the lead again and then bring this game home somehow with their meeple advantage, even though it's actually only temporary. Let's see if this works for them. Yellow just gets 3 points. And blue gets one of yellow's blocking tiles. I could go here and restrict this square to cow or splitter. But considering yellow might not even be interested in adding anything to their monastery at this point in time, there's the question if you can't find a better move. And I think going over here with field side at the top and trying to kill yellow's meeple here might be the way better move. And blue consents, even though I'm not sure this orientation was the one to go, because a Dorito over here would also restrict this square quite severely, and the way they chose, it's rather easy to close this city. So yellow, of course, takes monastery meeple back. Restricts their city, and that's more or less exactly why I didn't like this placement. Sure, you get your monastery meeple back, but switching it against another dead meeple, not sure it was worth it. So blue with another cow. This time the shield variety. Only cow of 4 with a shield, by the way. They might go for a rather volatile move. Going over here, then hoping to get a splitter and take over this still viable city. But this would put a lot of eggs in one basket and might even lose them the game. So the safer move would be just to put it here. This also restricts the square next to yellow's monastery. This wouldn't leave any attacking options, because if yellow were to go over here, no, a yellow meeple, there'd actually be 0 tiles to connect, because all field Doritos and the cows Argan. So let's see if blue chose the spot. Yeah, they used the YOLO move. I really don't like. They already need the only Dorito or big city tile for that matter left at the bottom, and now created an option for me to use the Dorito on the right if I get a splitter beforehand, of course. I don't think this is the move to go if the game is tight and there are still 20 tiles available. So yellow with a monastery, and there is no place at all to use it. There's not even a field for 6 points to take. So we have to find a spot to dump it. And I don't really see a good one either. Maybe my January self did find one. Let's just see. Yeah, of course. That one has some merits. I think blue will now block here just to prevent the monastery from completion with a curve and then glitter over here, plus any row tile on the top left. Yeah, blue goes for the monastery kill, but still adds 1 point to the monastery. Which now begs the question if yellow goes for the block of their city and blue's monastery. Should you do this? I guess we need to count. So yellow has 4 points on the board. They have 4 points in cities. These are equal. Blue has 12 points over there, which leaves us with this ruin. At the moment, results in 1 point for blue and 9 points for yellow. So yellow is at +4 right now. Unless blue gets the road Dorito. This is quite a nice advantage, given there's not really anything to score big out there. But there's a better move available at the bottom. There are still enough curvy tiles, and you could enhance your lead and even then tie the game if blue would get the Dorito. So I think this is the move. Yes, this is the move. Blue takes 2 points, maybe even over here, giving yellow the option to still complete the city with the dagger and another city cap, or Dorito and 2 city caps, or both splitters. I'd rather take 2 points over here while also creating a blocking platform on yellow's road, given after my move there would be only 1 crossroad remaining. They went for the top one. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Okay, yellow completes the road. And blue now YOLOs it. Goes for this road and hopes for yellow not to complete their city. They do the safe move. Yeah. Definitely the better way. By the way, this also kills yellow city completely, because even if you put the Dorito over here, there wouldn't be any tiles left for the top square. So yellow gets the second and last road Dorito, which isn't good news for blue and quite the foreshadowing for how this game will end. Blue's monastery meeple is also dead now, unless yellow goes over here, which they won't. There's an option to kill this 3-point road, but I think yellow will just add the Dorito over here and try to continue their ruin. So blue now has to find a way to somehow equalize yellow's lead of roughly a dozen points, given there are still quite a few city caps out there. Going for a field over here might be a good idea. Also, there's this 6-point field at the bottom, but taking it now with your last meeple isn't a good idea. That would paralyze you and would result in a sure loss, because the moment you close your city, yellow just takes this field for 6 points and then of course tries to add more city caps to it. The 4-point loop road on the left with 4 tiles out there out of 15 might be an option. I mean, you have to aggressively score now, so go for it. Instead, they just add 1 point to their monastery, while also creating this field, because there are 2 cities now on the field, and this is the signal for yellow to take it. Given they have a splitter in hand and would add 2 caps to the field as well, this move over here might be quite a nice one. Although there is a risk of blue attacking the field over here then, and maybe even with a second meeple from here, but still it might be yellow's best option now. And now they do the 4-point move with worse odds. Okay. I think this is a lost cause now. Yellow tries to restrict blue city, but blue prevails. With a 0-point move, of course, due to yellow's farmer. And now yellow can just take this 3-point road while also preventing any attack over here, because there is no curve left or road monastery for this square. Yeah, this way works the same. I think there won't be happening much in the last moves. So let's check. Blue restricts the city. Yellow starts a new city at the top because there are enough city caps still available. Blue takes the city and creates a rather nice attacking option over here, because with a straight you could hope for the dagger, and with the splitter you could hope for the vanilla. Not bad at all, but still, yeah, so they go for it, but it won't help actually, because their road is blocked now and they just exchange moves that don't change the score that very much. So in the end, I won by 6 points only. Of course, there was this blunder over here, which was absolutely unnecessary, as blunders tend to be, which could have prevented a close game. But after this, blue had quite good odds to take it. I mean, for example, these two Doritos over here would have been quite nice for them. But considering there were a lot of blocking tiles available and I didn't get any of them until after drawing the second Dorito, of course, this might be a bit of deserved luck for me. And then in the end, blue's decision to go over here instead of meepling this square, I don't get it, really. You still have chances. You could score 4 points with 2 moves, then have another meeple back by getting your city closed, meepling this city part, then taking the field. Blue still could have eked out the win, but not if you don't risk it at the right moments. So I got away with another win, the 4th one in my 4th game. But I still think this one might be not deserved, because the blunder, actually, this was really, really crazy. I don't really know what I did there. Maybe I had the dagger already in place and just didn't notice yellow's impending attack or blocking option. I really can't think of a better explanation. But apart from this one move, the remainder of the game was quite okay, I think. Blue had quite a lot of imprecise moves, and I think blue could have won here with just a few different decisions, sometimes taking a bit more risk, just a bit, just a tiny bit. Let a city cap open, don't close it immediately if it's maybe threatened a little. All this would have helped blue. So I think I just shut up for now and see you next time.